Hello, everyone. My name is Igor Tomych, and I'm CEO at DashDevs. And today with the Dumitru, we are exposing the news that we collected specifically for you. So, hello, Dumitru. How are you today?
Hello, I'm good. Everything is working absolutely perfect this week. So let's start with our news. We have 3 selected news for you as usually. One is we continue the tradition from our last episode from Weekly Harvest, is also linked to the United Kingdom. So FCA, UK financial regulator, decided that they want to create some kind of a sandbox, let's call it like a sandbox, for testing the new stablecoins, for British stablecoins. And they invited different companies to join this sandbox and to test in this sandbox, the business model, the infrastructure. 20 applications they received, and only 4 companies were accepted. What are the companies, Igor?
It's pretty interesting list because the first name that everyone knows is Revolut, but other 3 names I think is less heard in the latest news. So it's Money, Financial Technologies, Restabilize, and VVTX, which is a quite unique choice. Revolut is well known for B2C part, and they have really good experience with the trading, stable coins, and different crypto assets. But I think other 3 is more specialized because the first one, Money Finance, sounds for me as a real token class assets company. So they provide an ability to invest. And if we're going to read their website, it seems that a lot of things on their side is still in the development. And then saying that they provide in sandbox testing their US guilds and US Treasury. So it sounds like a specific way how to deal with the stablecoins through the asset management and trading will be there. The second company is Ecosystem, or VVTX, is a company to work with the large scale infrastructure. So basically the technical provider there. And the last one, Dima, what do you think about them?
Money Financial Technologies is a company working with investments in different layers and different verticals. And it's very interesting how they joined all these 4 companies, because they basically took crypto liquidity vendor provider, a fiat liquidity provider, plus a company like Revolut, who is working with B2B, as you mentioned, transfers B2C and C2C. They took technological vendor and they took an investor, which is also sandbox. Beside one of the side of the business of Money is to be some kind of a sandbox. So they joined together liquidity providers, classical bank approach, which represents here Revolut, even if Revolut is in our banking, crypto processing, technological part of crypto processing, and investments in one single part. So they just basically created the platform where these 4 companies can build a virtual consortium where they will test the business model. Very interesting choice for the FCA. And to be very honest, it's a very smart choice. Not because other companies are not so good, but because, how they choose from different layers of this side of a business. It's very important step towards the stablecoin in the United Kingdom, because basically it proves that it's not just words, it's a very incremental approach. They don't want to be in a rush. They don't want to create something that will be, generate issues. They want to create authorities. They want to create something once and for ages, something stable, trustful, and working under regulation. So absolutely very great initiative. I hope soon we'll have in Europe the same things. Basically, in Europe, we already have a consortium, but waiting for, some kind of a sandbox where it will be created.
Yeah, and this initiative is called Digital Security Sandbox. So I think we will see that it's larger than the stablecoins, because we are kind of understanding that we're living in tokenized world, and we see the merge between fiat and the stablecoins and the crypto in one world. It seems to be that stablecoins, as the latest news in Japan, will be accepted not only in Tokyo in the real shops, but also in United Kingdom at some time in future. And the second news is coming from European Union. It caught my eye, actually. The company named Dune, they raised the Series A. And the interesting part that it raised the funds from Google-backed VCs. The founders, they're coming from Stripe. So all the names that we heard a lot. And it seems that there is a big opportunity for this company as a European one to have AI automation and AI helpers, as I can say, in KYC, KYB processes. So they claiming that they focusing on cost optimization for the compliance process. And I know compliance, Dima, is part of your interest. So what do you think about that?
I like compliance. You can find, it will sound strange. I found sometimes in compliance some satisfaction and so in silence, because it's strict, it's understandable, it's eating a lot of nerves, but it's very often you can find some pleasure here. Just don't ask me why. I know that such kind of gigs are not so often you can meet on the market. When you speak with the businesses and the fintech businesses and you just pronounce the word compliance, everybody start to imagine that compliance is something dark, something like, I don't know, walking in mid-dark winter somewhere, midnight dark winter, like full of snow, nothing, you can see anything, just hear some strange bird singings and so on. June, they basically what they are how their website is looking, just give an impression and want to transmit the message that with them, compliance will be super easy. It will be like you do this in a chill mode. It's basically an AI, several AI agents who are helping your company to work with compliance, to react promptly and quickly with compliance requests from different regulators. This product is very good and very useful for those companies and products who are working on cross-border side, where they have to comply with different regulations from different countries inside the European Union or beside the European continent. And it's absolutely interesting how they're working. I still have some doubts about this product, but it's just my personal doubt. And I have to mention the fact that I had no opportunity to see the product itself in the working mode. But seems like they raised a big interest on the market, and 30 million raises from Alphabet. It's a signal that this product is a already mature one. And for Google, it's interesting because they can enter into compliance side. We need to not forget the fact that Google Pay as an APM itself, they also have to comply with regulations. So using this for some internal products, for some internal verticals, it will be also a very interesting thing to see in Google. To be very honest, good luck to them. We have to mention the fact that, yes, the founders are from Stripe. They worked in Stripe till 2019, if I'm not wrong, but they gather professionals from different European fintechs and big fintechs companies like even Klarna and so on. So it's a mix of different visions, approaches from America, from Europe, in building this product. Wishing them a lot of good luck and hope they will succeed in what they're doing. I'm very, very interested to use this product, to try to use this product for myself and for my projects.
There is a gap in cost and bringing down the cost for the compliance and all the operations which usually required and unavoidable for the business. So that's one is a good example where AI can help to run the daily operations for the compliance. And the last news for today is about the Starling. I personally really interested in core banking systems. And for me, it's a really good example that when we know the brands as B2C, they have a lot of opportunities to work as an ecosystem. So the latest news is that Starling Partners won the partnership with the New Zealand's SBS Bank in software deal. So they will become a partner for 10 years with this New Zealand bank as a digital bank and software provider. It shows a great opportunity because when we tend to think that it's a choice B2C or B2B business, there is always an opportunity for big B2C brands to have the leverage and products as business. So this core banking initiative and the partnership, it sounds like a really great opportunity for Starling.
And today we decided that beside those free base news that we providing you weekly, decided that we need to come with a bonus news, because this is also a very important thing. Is Stripe, with its own crypto unit called Bridge, they received initial approval from US Trust Bank. So basically they're moving this side of a business regarding crypto, they're moving into some kind of a more regulated, more compliant framework. Obtaining initial regulatory approval, working under a banking license, is very important for Stripe. They had several years ago a tentative to do this, but they received a pushback. Now via Bridge, they try to enter again on this market. And it shows a trend that crypto is becoming more and more not just an instrument for, trading, but also an instrument for payments. And some big companies, big players are using this to obtain some additional benefits, like even a banking license. Let's see where it will go, and good luck to Stripe with their unit Bridge.
That's a great opportunity to become more stable with the ecosystem, because bulking up and securing the banking license in the United States is really, really hard. So let's see how it will affect the business. And thank you for joining us today for the news. We are happy to see you on our bigger podcast. Please take a look, because we are discussing really good topics. And the latest one is a digital euro, because in news you might heard that the digital euro, which is working offline and online, is coming. So please check out one of the episode from our podcast. And we are glad to hear from you in comments. So please join us.
We wish you all a good weekend. I hope next working week will be much more productive than the previous one. Have an absolutely great weekend. Good luck and see you.